This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off free shipping and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I'm here for Peter. Damn straight.
Yeah, she's back, people. That's right. Anyway, welcome back to the Ultimate Spider-Cast. That's right, start of a new month. I am Phil, and of course, beginning of the month, guess who's here?
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire. Sorry I left y'all with the sausage fest, but you know how it is.
Oh!
I kid, I love my boys.
That's right, Matt Kona left a message for you. Anyway, yes, so we are here. Well, the issues we're covering today are amazing, spectacular Spider-Man 164, 165, 166, and 167 from May through August of 1990. In the year 1990.
Everything still sucked. It's fine. I kid.
Yes. My son informed me that any year that started with a 1-9, it was really old.
Wow, ouchie, ouchie.
Well, considering when he wasn't born until 2013, he has no concept of the 1-9 years.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't remember them anymore. I'm too old for this.
Lilith was born in the year 2000.
Yeah, could not pay me to be one of those damn Zoomers.
I thought you were going to say millennial.
They got no hopes. They got no dreams. Because the millennials don't have any hopes and no dreams. So good luck. See you later, bunkies. Pickle. Oh, these issues.
Oh, no, wait, before we get to these issues.
I heard we had some feedback from Ray?
Yeah.
Is it Ray? Is that his name?
Yeah, a guy named Ray. Yeah, I like
some guy obsessed with Moon Knight.
What the F?
Yes, we'll have audio feedback from him at the end for these issues, but no, he was answering a question we had a few episodes back. He writes, "Hey-o, just listening to the Ultimate Spidey episode and wanted to just drop a line to confirm your chat about the currency we use down under." Hey-o. I kid you not, we do have koalas, birds, and kangaroos on our coins. Less interesting is that we have just those pesky humans on our notes, either the Queen or historical Aussie pioneers.
Like Canada. Okay. Oh, I'm assuming it doesn't smell like maple syrup, though. Whatever the maple syrup equivalent, Vegemite. It smells like Vegemite.
Canada, Australia, that's at Lilith Hellfire.
Fight me. Send your Mounties. Do your worst, Canada.
Eh?
Fight me, nerd.
I can't recall that we have a snake on any of our money, but there are echinatas, our version of armadillos, and platypus on there. And yes, and yes, no bargain bins. We have back issues in our LCSs, but no kidding, $8 a back issue. I know. Forget that.
Move to America, Ray and Ray's wife.
Seriously.
Nah, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna lie. Cheap comic books ain't worth it. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. What am I talking about? Come to America.
Come be in the same time.
We'll wait for the election, and then I'll let you know if it's okay. Go ahead, throw it in.
Hey, come be in the same time zone with us, Ray. You can podcast every episode with us.
Ray's wife's like, no, don't even think about it.
Capes and Lunatics, the new home of Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Moon Knight podcast.
All right.
Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. I couldn't remember. I know they have like the Australian dollar, but I don't know what the notes actually. I can't remember what the notes look like. It's been a while.
Well, he said people, and then they have animals on the coins, and
yeah, but it's still colorful like Canada. It's not boring like ours.
And the
We have the most boring money. Well, no, I think UK might have the most boring money. Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Theirs is still colorful too. Yeah, ours is the most boring. Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of England, we'll get there this episode.
Just close your eyes and dream of England.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
Wowza. Let's get into it.
All right, so this is the first issue set in the good old US of A. Spectacular Spider-Man 164. The Beetle.
Bugged by the Beetle. And worst of all, we found the worst alliteration title ever.
Yep. Oh, Lilith, did you have this hair in 1990?
No, my parents loved me.
Oh, look at that hair. Look at that
Oh,
hair.
my Nightwing? What?
True.
Boom! Right in Philip's lip. Just boom!
Thank you, Matt Kona. Thank you.
Suck it, Lilith.
All right, so yeah, the title is actually bugged. Yes, because the Beetle's flying around. He's just out of jail, but oh, there's Spider-Man.
DC called. They're gonna want some of that Disney money. They're suing. I mean, come on, how they let this slide?
What?
If this ain't Blue Beetle knockoff, I don't know what is, homie.
I mean, Beetle's been around since the 60s.
Exactly. Just saying. Somebody needs to sue somebody about this.
Yes, but the Beetle's been out of prison for 6 weeks, and every time he tries to pull a job, there's Spider-Man swinging by.
Recidivism. Isn't it great? Isn't that what America's built on?
But he has an appointment with the Arranger, the Kingpin of Crime's right-hand man.
Blech. The Arranger. Get the hell out of here.
No, he's gonna get out of here. I mean, an issue or two here. So
just looking good old flipping around town. That's kind of a bummer. It's not like Mary Jane's like poster in the back on that suntan lotion. I'm assuming billboard.
Yeah, it says sun. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming suntan.
But look, isn't the spider sense going off? Shouldn't he like check on that?
It's Pete. You know, he's only smart when it's inconvenient.
I know. So yeah, the Beetle goes to meet with the Arranger, and the Arranger wants to hire him to kill Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you're smoking, Baldy, don't blow any of it my way.
Exactly. Everybody knows by now. Come on, be serious. Bro.
Smoked a doobie.
I'm through messing.
That's like some 80s Wall Street partying, if you know what I'm saying.
I
Don't blame the doobie.
I'm through messing with superheroes.
You know, because look how you dressed. Are you?
I'm through messing with superheroes. Now I'm just up for straight crime. Maybe one day I can impersonate a superhero.
I mean, if you can't beat them, join them, you know?
Justice like lightning.
Who are those guys?
Hey, man. Hey. The internet was still new. They were able to pull that secret off for the most part.
And the internet didn't get good till like 2010. I'm just gonna let y'all know. There, I said it. You can fight me. I was there when Google was born. I had to suffer through Ask Jeeves and Yahoo Questions, damn it. Never again.
Lilith had to wait for the family to hang up the phone.
Just barely. I barely remember that, thank God. Gotta remember, I'm a Cali girl. We had DSL. Way before anybody.
Oh my God. And the Ranger's like, oh, okay, there's no reason this meeting should be a total waste. Here's a straight crime. He hires him to rip off an armored car full of diamonds.
Lame. Like, really? Like, honestly, if I was a supervillain, I'd be so much more. I wouldn't waste my time. I would have my minions rob banks. I wouldn't show up to the bank robbery. That's all that I'm saying.
Well, this is what he's doing. He's hiring someone. He's hiring a minion.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're dressed up like that, you really shouldn't be showing up to crime scenes. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Like, I don't know. Like, I've just started really, like, thinking about comic books and comic book logic lately, and I'm just like, oh, boy.
But yeah.
Why can't they all just be Archies?
Enough out of you. But yes, they agree on a 50-50 split, and then the Beetle leaves, and then the Arranger calls the Bugle and wants to talk to Peter Parker. What?
Why you want to talk to that jackhole?
Whoa. But meanwhile, Peter's home on a Friday morning, and him and Mary Jane are both off, so...
I think you forgot a word in front of off, but okay.
Whoa! Well, I was gonna say, what are they going to do for the whole day?
I mean, they're definitely not trying to leave the bed, homie.
Proportionate speed, strength, and stamina of a spider.
Look at his face. He's like, I don't believe it. And then here goes Mary Jane. Well, you know what? Actually, I really don't want to spend the whole day with you. It could be your Aunt May.
It could be
about Nathan.
It could be
like if only.
It could be Aunt May. And Peter's like, okay, that killed the mood.
Exactly. Womp womp womp.
But yeah, it's Kate Cushing calling. What? The Arranger wants
get out of here.
The Arranger wants to see me? Yes, he called the Bugle last night and asked for you specifically. Offered us an exclusive interview. You take the photos. Joy Mercado does the story. No one got suspicious when the Arranger insisted on a certain...
On the crappiest photographer in the whole city, really?
Well, I think everyone knows. Oh, yeah, he published that book. He knows Spider.
Ugh, imagine. That's about as bad as Clark Kent being a reporter. I'm just saying. King of selfies is not ethical.
But he says, yeah, first assignment in 2 weeks, but I got to be there in 15 minutes. I can be home by lunch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's got that Barry Allen syndrome. If I could, this is going to be real fast. Just going to take a minute.
Oh, look at her. Maybe I can make you something special to eat.
Yeah, he ain't talking about freaking web fluid either. Or maybe he is. I don't know.
Well, no, she says I can make you something special to eat. What the...
Sausage!
Sausage!
Oh, that actually could be our new intro. I need Ray to go, Spidey!
Thought I was gonna say it, didn't you?
Yeah, come on.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
So,
oh, God, look at these business people!
Yeah, there's Peter and Joy. My employer, Mr. Fisk, is an upstanding member of the community. And the proof of his good citizenship, Mr. Fisk has authorized me to expose the details of a crime planned this very morning.
Dun, dun, dun. So and the plot thickens.
So he says, yeah.
Now that I have your attention.
And yeah, Joy's like, why tell us, Arranger? And Peter's like, yeah, if you're concerned about stopping crime, you should call the police. And Arranger's like, I chose you because of your unique association with Spider-Man as delineated in this book of your Daily Bugle photos.
Webs, bro. Of all the things, webs, bro.
Hey,
I'm still mad about it.
What else would you call a Spider-Man book?
I don't know. The spectacular book about Spider-Man? I don't know.
But it's like, yeah, we know you have a connection with Spider-Man. You put out this book of selfies. Come on. Like,
I mean, honestly, you have to think about it. Pete was ahead of the game, homie. He was ahead of the game.
little better at marketing. He could have been the Kardashians before the Kardashians.
I mean, to be honest, I kind of was like digging that vibe with the Into the Spider-Verse when they talked about that. A little, they touched on it. He's like, oh, he had an album. He had this. And it's like, yeah, he was the king of marketing, brand marketing back then. And that would have kept a continuous trend. Then I would have believed Parker Industries, all that. But he's been an idiot for quite some time, so I just can't buy into it.
I mean, he could have been that since the beginning, but Uncle Ben, great power, great responsibility. Future Lilith, take a drink.
I'm just saying, Aunt May had a bad hip. That money could have been good for her hip. He wouldn't have had to beg the Fantastic Four for a job. I'm just saying.
I know. But that armored car will be robbed by the Beetle. Villain too powerful for the police to handle, but not too powerful for your friend Spider-Man.
You smell something? I smell something. Have fun storming the castle in that trap.
It seems to me that good citizenship requires you to contact your web-slinging friend at once. You can use my phone if you like.
Don't do it!
Pete, that's not how it's done, Ranger. I'm not even sure I can reach him, but I guess I gotta try.
What does he think? He has the Spidey phone?
And then Joy just sits there and, she's all comfortable. I'm thinking, he's in the mall.
Aren't you supposed to be doing an an interview? Aren't you supposed to? And why is Peter the one asking the cold hard facts here?
Well, Joyce, after Peter leaves, Joy's still sitting there like all comfy. I'm just like, wouldn't you be a little on guard? You know he's in the mob. Come on.
Well, we never really did dig into her background now, did we?
Well, yeah. I mean, 20 years from now, she changes her
exactly.
hairstyle and changes her name to Nora Winters.
Burn.
So yes, we see the Beetle getting ready, and looks like he's living in a machine shop.
Low overhead. Leave the man alone.
The funny part is the money really isn't enough. Yes, we see him attacking the armored car, and then he's ripping the doors off the back. One more score, and then I'll get out. Buy a house in Oregon.
That's what they all say, buddy.
That's what Lil has said. Retire to Canada.
I tried. I'm trying.
Invest my cash and live off the interest. Yeah, he rips the doors off the back, and he's like, oh no, there's Spider-Man already in the truck.
You think you're surprised?
Imagine how the driver and the guard felt when I told them you were planning an ambush. They didn't believe me, but let me ride shotgun anyway. Seems like I got a good reputation these days. Thank you, Thomas Fireheart.
Exactly.
So the Beetle tries to take off. Get away from me. Get away, Beetle buddy. This was supposed to be my day off.
Phil, it's really bad when our whole network of podcasts has better continuity than DC Comics.
I know. That's why we...
Pow! Bang! This is a pretty cool fight. Bug against bug.
Oh, yeah, because, they're, like, fighting in midair until the Beetle zaps him.
That lousy!
Oh, yeah, because, Spidey webs the bridge and swings back up and kicks him right in the bread box.
Broke those wings. That's the thing about, mechanical gliding wings,
My wing's broken. I can't fly. And he goes down the smokestack of a cruise ship.
Oh, it would have been better if it was like the poop deck. Just saying. Suck it, Kona.
I'll wait. I was just waiting to make sure I didn't want to interrupt. But I love, like, Beetle goes down the thing. It's like, oh, okay. Better get my camera back to the Bugle. Got some pictures.
We're all done here.
No.
Meanwhile, Joy's nibbling something around the Ranger.
Whoa.
Is that an olive? What is that?
I know, for a woman who's like, oh yeah, you're a criminal and stuff, but she sure is drinking the free coffee and eating the free lunch.
Well, she's not top tier reporter. She's no Lois Lane.
I mean, yeah, you got, you and your dirty money.
She doesn't have a Pulitzer, okay?
You and your dirty money, but she's willing to take the free lunch. Jeez.
And that's all you need to know about journalists in the 90s and forward.
So then a big no.
Hashtag fight me.
So then a big no neck comes in and tells the Ranger, yeah, we got witnesses see the Beetle and Spider-Man fighting. Oh, is Spider-Man dead? No, it's Spider-Man, the bug guy. No, the other bug guy.
There's so many of them.
I'd hope to eliminate Spider-Man as a threat. He tells them to check their securities. Building secure. No one's getting in or out.
Yeah, right.
And Joy's like, are you nervous?
Are you expecting company? What's going on here?
Did I hear you mention Spider-Man?
Now you gotta die.
But then, oh look, here comes the Beetle through the floor. Comes up from below. So then,
yeah, Beetle's like the tunnel, bro. He should have known. He should have seen it coming.
Yeah. But then the security comes in. Beetle just like easily blasts guns out of their hands.
Don't lie. I hate when people lie.
Bad enough I had to dive down a cruise ship funnel just to get away from the web slinger you sicked on me. And I had to bust my head to avoid your security system. But when I have to endure a pair of overweight thugs just so I can kill you, that's adding insult to injury.
Beetle, you can't kill him in front of witnesses. I'm like, why'd you bring that up?
Shut up!
Dumb.
You're right. I better kill you first. And then we get kind of that shot from the cover. You know what your problem is, Beetle, as Pete comes crashing through the window. Ack, Spider-Man. Yes, he literally says, ack, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You just don't know when to leave well enough alone. So they're they're fighting. They get into the hall as the security guard. If that was the security guards, wouldn't you just be like, yeah, let's see which one. Let's let one of them win, then we'll just shoot the loser. I mean, the winner.
No, you had it right the first time.
True. But yeah, Beetle chickens out, goes down the elevator shaft and out the wall. Spider-Man follows him, rams right into him.
Heyo.
Hey, Ranger, get him, Spider-Man. Knock him down. Beat him up. Take him away. So Beetle's thinking he's going to leave the country. Forget Oregon.
Yeah, at least Oregon doesn't have any superheroes. Ouch.
So yeah,
West Coast Avengers. They might come up there.
So then he dives down the smokestack, some factory. Hey, what's this? A clone skeleton?
Oh, too soon.
So yeah, Spider-Man swings into the factory and just like.
Now this part of the fight is like really goofy as he's pulling them through. Like, yeah,
he pulls him out of the grate. He's like, never try the same trick twice, Beats. Yeah, so I don't know if he wrecked his armor because the Beetle.
I was gonna say, yeah, he ripped his wings right off.
Well, before that, I mean, Beetle's trying to hit him with like a metal pipe, so I don't know if he just that armor's just inoperable now.
Oh, he's stripping them naked.
Well, yeah, rips the wings off. Yeah, he cracks those gloves, I guess, so he can't shoot off some blasts, and then just
he's like, I give up.
That gives him a.
He just looks like an old man, and Pete looks like a bully at that point.
You know, Spider-Man's mad when he gets the Sal Buscema double punch.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Not a right cross, double.
Oh God!
I give up. He's laying on the floor. I give up. Really good move. Then look at him when Spider-Man's picking him up. Doesn't look like he's like grabbing him by. Well, look when he's picked. Doesn't look like he's grabbing him by his shirt. Isn't that supposed to be armor?
It does. It's nanites, bro. It's nanites.
I mean, at least rip that front chest plate off so we could say it was a shirt underneath there.
It's like saggy armor. He beat him so bad he made the armor saggy.
Made it limp.
Oh.
Did you say
that's your subtext?
Did you say nanites?
Yes.
Courtesy of Ray Palmer.
I mean, he said he didn't appreciate you using the Blue Beetle suit.
Oh.
He's sending Ted Quarters his regards.
But I love this. Yeah, he's like all delirious. Why do you do it, Spider-Man? Why did the Arranger set us up to fight each other? Why do you want us dead? I think because he doesn't want the Kingpin to know about a deal he made while the Kingpin was at war with the Lobo brothers. Oh, we should do that. Oh, we should do that story next year. I've got a feeling the Arranger's in deep water with his boss. Oh yeah, because like I said, we should get to this next year. But yeah, I guess the Kingpin was at war with these two brothers down in Texas who are mutant werewolves. Yes, you heard that right.
No, I remember this vaguely. We kind of skirted past this once before as well.
Yes. So I believe without getting orders, the Arranger just like had one of his superpowered guys hypnotize the Punisher to go down there and try to kill the Lobo brothers. So, which started off a whole big gang war.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's all rushing back to me, unfortunately.
So yeah, then we see Joy leaving the Arranger, and he's like, "What are you going to write?" She's like, "You can pay the 40 cents and read it just like everyone else."
40 cents. Do they even make newspapers anymore?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. I haven't seen one, even in the gas station, in a while. I don't know if it's because of COVID or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. But then the Arranger gets called into the Kingpin's office.
Uh-oh. Get your spanking, big boy.
Whoa. But then Peter gets home and it looks dark.
Well, classic Barry Allen. The whole day's gone by. Why is she so tired?
Because it's nighttime.
But Mary Jane's a party girl. I'm just saying, don't try to pull that crap with me, MJ.
Or was she pretending? Because he sits down on bed thinking he missed his big chance, and then she pulls him down. She pulls him down.
Gotcha.
She pulls him down in the bed.
And that's the best way to end every single Spider-Man issue. I'm just saying.
Fornication.
Living insane. Nobody tell Rob.
All right, so on to
the next issue.
Spectacular Spider-Man 165. The Arranger must die.
You'd think his name was John Tucker or something.
Oh.
Nice little bit of early aughts humor for you.
This episode, this issue, Night and Fog with 2 G's.
Oh no!
Oh my lord! Because this one starts in London, so like every newspaper in the world's talking about Spider-Man. Because the Daily Crown has a front page of Spider-Man.
I hope it's better than the Daily Mail.
Oh my!
Well, to be fair, Spider-Man, pretty worldwide guy, has been for a while.
Yep. But we see, yes, this guy Bert getting chased by a green fog,
As you do.
and it seems.
I've been to London. That's what it looks like. I agree.
Oh my! But the fog is it?
Don't at me, UK.
The fog looks like it's a man, and him and his
Oh man, I tell you.
him and his partner Knight chasing down.
Oh, and the most British name, Bertram.
Ah! You happened to pocket an extra 5,000 pounds from our last bank
I'm
job.
just like, can John Constantine just like randomly pop up? That's what the story means.
Oh, he's always popping up.
Oh.
So yeah, he's running Bertram's running from fog. He runs into Night too.
Not that night.
Bart, not he's running into the night. But he runs
You
into.
just need that button, bro. You need to make a button.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
But he runs into Night, a bargain basement colossus.
What is even past bargain basement? Because that is too big of a compliment.
But he has like a retractable sword, I guess, that comes out of his arm.
Don't almond.
Hey-o. Not out of her arms, Lilith Hellfire.
I hope it was worth it. It's a panel, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, so they kill Bertram and then go have a drink at the pub.
That's racist.
That's what happens. So yeah, they're talking about he was an old friend of theirs, and then it seems the waitress is smitten with Knight here.
Oh, leave it alone.
Hey, our boss got a request from for our special service from a man in New York. Pays top dollar.
That's what the kids are calling it. Okay.
Hey, America, I've never been. Tell me more. Whom do we kill? Near as I can figure it, Knight. It's got something to do with the bloke named Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't like when Marvel goes international. Hashtag fight me. It does not feel good.
Well, hey, settle down.
It feels so out of place.
Next 2 issues, Spider-Man's going to Londinium.
He's gonna be far from home. Boom!
Suck it, Kona. So, look, back in America, we see Spider-Man swinging up to the penthouse of the Arranger.
As you do.
You look as nervous as a cat on coffee. Who's giving their cat?
Okay.
Who's giving their cat coffee? Spider-Man, thank heaven you're here. Once again,
Paint my nose and call me curious? Who wrote this dialogue? You're canceled.
why that would be Jerry Conway, killer of Gwen Stacy.
Canceled.
But once again, Ranger leaves word at the bugle for Spider-Man. Why? I need your help. I think my employer wants me killed.
Good.
Well,
He doesn't have to save you, homie. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, he does. Wrong hero. My fault.
Great power, great guilt. Remember, take a drink.
And we haven't had a floating head yet, so, I'm feeling pretty good.
No, it's true. He blames me for the gang war with the Lobo brothers and for the loss of territory to Hammerhead and the Chameleon.
See last issue.
And for my failure to eliminate you. He's blaming. Please save me. He's blaming me for my failure to kill you. Boy, that's a way to get somebody to
Give
protect
me
you.
a break.
That's a way to get someone. That's a way to get someone to protect you. Hey, he wants to kill me because I didn't kill you. The Kingpin can't abide incompetence. I need your protection. You sick the beetle on me. That's last issue. And when I arrive, you ask me to defend you against your own boss. Do I look that stupid?
Yeah, you kind of do, homie.
So Pete thinks it's a trick. So he swings off. Tell the fat man I said hello. And if he wants to meet Daddy, he should try doing the job himself. You're just not up to it.
pathetic little worm.
And so Pete's swinging off thinking, oh, how stupid do these bad guys think I am?
Well, to be fair, you're pretty stupid right now.
Oh. But he has to swing off. Him and Mary Jane are going to dinner at the Jameson house. Oh, look, so yep, there they go.
I like the dress, though.
Oh, yeah? You like that yellow dress?
Oh, yeah. Really showing off those proportions, huh?
Hello. Just don't bend over. Jeez. So Pete wants to know, what is this all about? Mary Jane, maybe losing the bugle to Fireheart mellowed him. Oh, sure, the way losing a meal mellows a tiger.
Good to see you both.
Oh, and look who's there, Robbie and his wife. Because Peter and Robbie are having a little thing right now. Well, thanks to Nick Katzenberg.
Katzenberg!
Robbie thinks Pete faked a picture of an ad Spider-Man was supposed to be in because he sees Pete unmasked and thinks, oh, you faked that picture. But meanwhile, no, he didn't because he is Spider-Man. So,
I mean, you're not the smartest bald bro.
So yeah, Joe does want to talk to him, goes in the other room, and Jonah's like, maybe this is a mistake, and Pete's like, no, we're both here to deal with it. Pete,
you should have told me Robbie would be here. Yeah. And Jameson's like, he's a drama starter. He lives for the drama. Jameson is a drama king there, I said it.
It's like, as long as no one's yelling at me. There's nothing to say, Peter. You know where I stand. You're a photojournalist and you faked the photo. And in your book, that's unforgivable, no matter how extenuating the circumstances. Great ethics coming from an ex-con.
Cool!
Burn.
Rude.
But then back at the Rangers place, he's willing to throw with anyone for protection because he's calling Hammerhead. He says, call me tomorrow if you live that long. Then he calls the Chameleon. You're useless now. Calls the cops.
We'll get back to you in the morning.
I need protection now. As a big green fog starts seeping in. Who said that? Oh my lord! But then the Ranger calls Jameson's place. Mrs. Jameson, I understand you have a dinner guest. Never mind how I know. I pay people to know these things. I need to speak with Peter Parker. It's a question of life and death.
How dare you, Peter?
How dare you, Peter? It's true I broke the law and went to prison for it. I saw Tombstone kill a man and concealed that knowledge for 20 years. Pete, so let me get this straight. Because he was under pressure, Joe Robertson is allowed to make a mistake he later regrets, but God help anyone else who acts like a human being.
Hypocrisy! The foundation of superhero stories.
I swear I never let my standards slip again. Joe, we need standards, but we also need compassion and understanding. Human beings make mistakes. If you can't forgive yourself for being human, how can you forgive anyone else? And that's when Marla comes in. Peter, sorry to interrupt your conversation, but there's a call for you.
Rude.
So the Ranger's like, Parker, we spoke earlier when I called you at the Daily Bugle looking for Spider-Man. Please, you must reach him again. I'm desperate. And that's when fog comes crashing in the window. And Peter just hears a scream.
I guess I have to be a human being.
I thought he was trying to use me somehow, but he wasn't lying. So yeah, he runs outdoors, has Mary Jane, he'll meet her back home. Oh, but I wonder how far the Rangers is from Jameson, because he makes it in 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
Well, I mean, rich people live near rich people. That's how that works.
Upswing, yep. Some kind of mist.
Yeah, Ranger!
Some kind of mist, hard to see, but my spider sense is tingling. This doesn't feel good. Man, look at that Ranger, man. He's already blue.
Wow.
Yeah. Body's already getting...
I should have believed that.
But I was too smart. Now he's what? More tingling. But it's so diffuse, as if the danger's all around me. But how can danger be everywhere and nowhere at the same time?
What a Green Goblin-esque situation we're in right now.
That face, that is a Green Goblin face. Yeah, because Fog picks him up by the neck, starts choking him from behind. Like some of Lilith Hellfire's better dates.
Oh, Philip.
Name's Fog, governor.
Top of the morning to you.
And here's me mate Knight.
Yikes.
And Knight's like, let him go, Fogg. Our contract was quite specific. We were to kill Spider-Man only in the event he interfered with our main task. That task is achieved. Further violence is needless as he whips Spider-Man out the window of the skyscraper. But Fogg just goes after him.
Then I'll let you go.
Knight's such a stickler. If it ain't in the contract, you don't want to hear about it. Now me, I'm just a sort of Johnny doesn't care who likes a little giggle now and then.
You having a giggle at me, mate?
And what? But he says, oh, Knight's me mate, and then we bleed him best friend. If he says we let you go, then we let you. As Fogg just lets him go above the street. So Pete tries to shoot out a web line, hits an awning.
You know, when you say Foggy, not talking about Foggy Nelson, I don't care.
Oh, should we do a Daredevil show now?
No.
No more comic capers.
That's what we have comic capers for.
Say, no more comic capers. Daredevil 24/7 on that show. So the cops show up and they're like, you all right, Spider-Man? Let's put it this way. I feel a lot better than the Arranger does.
Well, not hard to do.
Check upstairs. I'll be right back. So he starts running after Knight and Fogg. Yo, Chromehead, you and me have some words. So, yeah, Knight pulls his...
Ooh, this Fisk artwork. Somebody does not like Fisk.
I know. So, yeah, Knight and Fogg get away because, yeah, Fogg, like, basically is like... I mean, Knight's cutting through walls, and then, yeah, Fogg's choking Spider-Man again until the cops show up. They're like, nah, too much trouble fighting the cops. They take off. Oh, Fogg's asking for it. Hope we meet again, Governor. Maybe you can come visit us someday across the briny blue. Ha!
Exactly.
I know, man. Look at Kingpin has no neck.
I thought Into the Spider-Verse did him dirty, but damn.
Oh my lord, you think that's bad? The Arranger's real name was Oswald R. Silkworth?
Somebody needs to sue over that name. That sounds just way too similar to something.
I'm not a fancy man.
But he is.
Yeah, so, yeah, Kingpin's talking to someone on the phone. Your men did good work. Their flight left 15 minutes ago. Yes, I've arranged to deposit the agreed upon fee in your organization's Swiss bank account. Perhaps I can return the favor someday should you require similar service performed in London. So Pete's just hanging outside the window going, oh, London. Good thing my passport's up to date.
Why, though? I feel like Peter's life is such a mess that this is like the biggest lie, one of the biggest lies ever told in a Spider-Man book.
Again, floating head of guilt. He didn't. If he had just believed the Arranger, but he didn't. And again, wouldn't you go after the whole organization, just not those two? But
he thinks small because he's street level.
True.
You know?
True. Oh, all right. On to issue 166. Remember
166?
Ray's favorite part of the cover of the box at the top that says, "Here's the cure to bat boredom."
Batman.
Oh no! Did you even see that on Twitter? He actually he took a picture of that and was like, "Hey guys, look at that."
Batman.
Because you know he loves
Spidey's journey to England.
Oh.
Those deadly lads from Liverpool.
Yeah, because in the beginning of this issue, we see him talking to Thomas Fireheart. He wants plane tickets. Just take a yellow submarine, dude.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Or does it?
Ask Namor for a rap.
Whoa. No. No, Sue Richards is already there.
Oh, poor Reed.
That rubber cuckold.
Nobody tell Rob.
Definitely no one tell Rob.
Nobody tell Rob.
But yes, so Spider-Man's like, you say you owe me a debt of honor, give me a plane ticket to England, round trip to England, that we'll call it quits. And Fireheart's like, no. He's like, I'll pay, but that's not it between us.
That wonderful? Okay.
Because, oh yeah, that wonderful Webster.
I'm just like, no.
But yeah, so as Spider-Man swings off, Fireheart's thinking, the debt I owe can't be paid with money. I wronged you in public. When I attacked you for a criminal, and in public, I have to redeem you. But if you were to die in London at these killers' hands, my debt could be paid posthumously, and I'd be well satisfied. Yikes. Then we see a East Rockport, New York. The mob's got their I guess their quarterly branch.
They're going to the mattresses.
Got a business meeting.
We don't do enough Godfather references, so I'm going to fix that, especially when we talk about Fist. So.
Yes.
Hashtag deal with it.
Chameleon's talking about Crisis. What Crisis? Chameleon, the business is good. Maybe for
What
you.
is this, a DC book?
Oh! Figures don't lie. Kingpin, your profits in the drug trade are off by 50%. You lost effective control of your territorial stronghold.
Time to start cutting it with baby laxative. Let's do it!
Oh, and then just a few weeks ago, your office tower was attacked by super villains. Remember some of the villains from Acts of Vengeance who came back for revenge against Spider-Man? No? Well,
scroll way down.
Maybe no, we didn't cover. Well, we covered Acts of Vengeance, but not when those villains returned. Maybe next year.
I'm thinking about Sinister Sixth in July, so just calm down there, buddy.
Ho ho ho! In a word, my fat friend, you're losing it.
Oh, look at Colossus' daddy. Good for him.
What?
So look at Colossus' daddy.
Who, Hammerhead?
Hashtag fight me. I don't care.
So, yeah. Oh, Lord. Tombstone goes to get a cup of coffee for Hammerhead because he's working for him.
Sorry, he slipped. That's the best.
Oh, yeah. One of the Kingpin's men comes up and says, why do you work for that dude with a steel plate in his head? The Kingpin will pay you more to buy him, but he did not. I wonder why. Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Basically. He flew. Loser. You fly out of LaGuardia. Oh, well, no, wait. LaGuardia. Is LaGuardia International? Is that why he's flying out of Kennedy?
I don't know. Do you have to go, Peter?
Peter!
This is our first separation since your tour to promote Webs. Even though my career, even when she was modeling, she was out of town every other week. So they kiss, he gets on the plane. And then look, he hasn't even been gone for 5 minutes. And hey, Jason Jerome, what are you doing here? Because he was leaving her soap opera as she was coming on it.
Those international airports, it makes no sense to fly to Kennedy. It's driving me crazy now, I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. Jason Jerome, have dinner with me tomorrow. We can talk acting and careers. I'd like that, Jason. The dude hadn't been gone for 5 minutes, and she's already like...
His plane was still able to see her!
God forbid she eat a meal alone, you know?
All by myself! Awful.
So, meanwhile, later in London, a rainy afternoon in Piccadilly.
Yeah, your webs are gonna freaking melt in that freaking fog and atrocious pollution.
But then, he comes down to a cab driver. Can you give me directions to Scotland Yard? For $2 bobs, I'll take you there myself.
Elementary, my dear Webster. Oh no, he's saying it.
$2 bob. What's that in American money?
A couple of bowls down the gob.
No. Don't add us, UK. I feel like the writers have never been to London, though. Look how that double-decker bus is.
I know. Oh, but I love
a damn U-Haul.
But I love Spider-Man's like, I can find a cop because he sees a bank robbery. But I love it. Look at these bank robbers coming out of the bank. Like the one the one saying "Stop shooting, fool," but he's the one shooting his gun into the air.
Oh, look at him trying to drink tea. This is awful.
I know. Yeah, because he runs into Spectre McDougal, who gives him all the exposition about Night and Fog.
Thank you, Governor.
Young Knight and his brother Leo were orphans adopted by Fogg's pa, a bitter drunk named Edgar Fogg. So Knight and Fogg were actually named.
Please go on.
Knight and Fogg were actually named Knight and Fogg. It's not clever code name. Old Pa Fogg.
Oh, so there you go. You're in good company, Drake.
Old Pa Fogg couldn't control them. The only voice they heard belonged to Thomas Fogg's sister Evelyn.
Okay.
She's the one who has the hots for Knight.
Okay.
Okay.
Not where you thought this was going, is it, people?
But 5 years, but then they ended up to be contract killers for the Liverpool mob. 5 years ago, they took a job to kill a man named Lewis. Professor Henry Lewis, a physicist whose love of horse racing led him to Bardo somewhat unwisely. Yeah, so long story.
As you do, man. As you do.
Long story short, they go to collect while he's working on a.
Should have played blackjack, homie. Should have played blackjack.
His work on particle wave theory is yet to be fully deciphered, not even by Reed Richards or Stephen Hawking.
Quantum structures, but no sparkly tentacles. So.
Yes, because of course, they kill the guy, the machine runs amok. I heard one theory that Knight and Fogg were reduced to their quantum structures in those microseconds while the professor's particle cannon went wild, whatever that may mean.
Exactly. They don't want to explain it, and I don't care either, so.
Yes.
Moving on. Sliced and diced, as you Yanks might say.
So basically fancy lights, and then, they come out with their powers. Theory has it they've each become what each imagines himself to be. Fogg, a slippery ghost of mist. Knight, some medieval man of armor.
But they weren't quite human anymore.
Were they ever?
You don't say.
Were they ever? But where? So McDougal points him to Liverpool. We see Evelyn walking Pa home. And Spider-Man's following them, hoping to run into Knight and Fogg. And he does. An
ungrateful sow who only visits when he needs a place to sleep. I'm like, what the? Excuse me? A Spider-Man book? Excuse me?
How dare you?
Talk about rude. Just push him right off that bridge.
Oh, he almost.
It's not like it hasn't happened before.
Every time, Fogg grabs Spider-Man by the neck, man.
He's got it. Hey, don't kink shame him. It seems like it's consensual at this point. He tracked him all the way down to London. I'm just saying.
Little Hellfire's like, some people like choking. I have to show.
Looking for someone, Spider-Man.
I'd love to show you the sights of dear old Liverpool, but the fact is, you've got to be going. So Fogg hands him off to Knight, who about to stab him, but then he hears, "Stop, Evelyn!"
In the name of love. Oh no, sorry. Wait.
Basically, because it's Evelyn. You're so big and strong. Please don't kill that man. So again, Knight just whips him off the bridge.
Exactly. You saw the bridge, you knew somebody was getting thrown over.
True. Pete tries to twist before he hits the water, but then he, I guess, runs headfirst into a barge and goes under.
Ouch.
And back in New York, Peter! Mary Jane, what a horrible dream. Peter falling, drowning, and then darkness. It was just a dream. It didn't happen. It won't happen. It didn't. It won't. Maybe it's your guilty. Maybe it's your guilty conscience, Mary Jane.
What's this all about, man? Keep reading.
Oh, Lord. Last page. Yeah. Pete wakes up on a fishing boat. The Sally Ann.
Where am I? Where am I?
Big bump on his head. Wait a minute. What's my name? He caught a case of the Osbournes.
I mean, if you lay with dogs, you get fleas, homie. So this is where it's finally come to bite them in the butt.
Oh, good Lord. I can't remember New York or my wife cheating. None of it.
Well, how convenient.
Oh, Lord. All right, so back to last issue, Spectacular 167. Oh, Ray, did you see the top box on this cover? Sick of bats and turtles. Try the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Excuse me? This is where I put my foot down, sir. You leave those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles alone. You leave them alone.
Fight me, nerd.
Has Spidey's wife Mary Jane found a new lover? I'm like, what is this? A freaking Patsy Walker book? Like, What's going on here?
Seriously, we could have covered the action. We could have had Charlie Esser covered in that story.
Meanwhile, in England, the final battle was Night at Fog.
Do you see the title of this one? A Misty Kind of Memory.
Oh, if they would have just said Misty Night. Just saying with a K. Just saying.
That's right.
Suck it, Lilith.
Suck it, Conway.
So yeah, the captain and his little deckhand. How are you lifting all those nets? How strong are you?
Feels just like an arm to me.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
Pete was just a classic ugly American. Just look at me! Look at these guns!
Yeah, because
you got a band-aid, I'm cut!
Because he's lifting all this weight, and they're like, how do you do that? I don't know. I don't remember anything. Oh, but
Spider-Man meets Deadliest Catch. No, that's a crossover ride, actually, right? Yeah. I want to see it. Somebody make it happen.
But then Paul and Evelyn walk by, and he's like, my head. Why does it keep ringing when those people walk past?
It's ting, ting, ting-a-lid, ting, ting, ting-a-lid.
Oh, I gotta cut that out. Ting.
You're probably just hungry. I'm a Snickers, you're not yourself.
Wouldn't that be the opposite? You see like an angry Spider-Man, and then he takes a bite of this Snickers, and he's just a fisherman. Feel better? So the captain says, show him to the pub, Scott, then get yourself home. Order yourself some supper, lad. So yeah, the captain goes in and
oh snaps! Put it on, big boy, put it on.
Pulls out the costume he pulled off of Peter. If he saw this, he knew who he was, the American crime fighter they call Spider-Man, just like I found him and not someone else, because there's only one reason Spider-Man's to be in Liverpool. He's here to catch Night and Fog, and that's something I can't let happen, since Malcolm Fogg is my less than dear brother. Remember last issue? McDougal mentioned the McDougal mentioned a brother. Yeah. Meanwhile, in New York with that hussy.
Oh, she got the boobies out again.
Mm-hmm.
Look out!
Oh, she even makes sure she
What's my husband Peter out of town? You ain't got no business being seen around town.
She even makes.
But look, it says Spider-Man the Swinger. So I'm just saying, maybe they trying to justify it. Maybe they trying to put it out there. I don't know.
Oh my.
Oh no, that's a little too convenient for me. I see you, Jerry. I see you.
And then they take a handsome cab ride, and Jason kisses her.
No smacks in the face. No, the lady doth protest none.
Look at the driver, man. He's really leering.
Well, come on, man. You know, horse ride carriage through Central Park. I mean, if you like smelling horse butt all night, there you go. I don't get the point of those rides. I don't.
Well, yeah, don't feed the horse beefarino. Get it? Jason, for God's sake, I'm married. Of course.
Then why'd you come out, sister? I need to know.
Married you may be, but as far as I'm concerned, that will only make your inevitable surrender all the more gratifying.
Where's Bruce when you need him?
I know. Seriously, she's like, I didn't run off with the Batman. I'm not running away with you.
Exactly.
You're just a soap opera star. Get out of here.
I wonder who this guy. I'm not like big into like soap operas all the time. I don't know who he's supposed to actually be a reference to.
I don't know.
But I'm sure it's someone. Somebody asked their grandmother. Everybody's grandma watches stories. It's not a stereotype if it's true.
This is too old for it, but I was gonna say it's what's his face, our Green Arrow from Smallville.
Oh yeah, way too soon.
Yeah.
Hey, Jensen Ackles was also on Days of Our Lives, so you know they can do things afterwards. It's fine.
I know. But meanwhile, uptown, Thomas Fireheart gets a call.
And Danielle hit him in the head for not remembering Justin Hartley's name.
Hartley's fine. If I remember Timberlake, I'm dead, but. So after Thomas Fireheart takes care of some business, the Puma meets with the Kingpin.
Puma!
I have enemies, Puma, the Chameleon, and Hammerhead. They interfere with my business. I want them removed. I see.
To quote Peter from last issue, fine, whatever. That's all I think of when Puma shows up.
Oh, I think you mean,
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
But back in Liverpool. Wait a minute. So it's night in New York and it's night here?
Well, it's only a 5-hour difference from London.
True. Yeah, it's not.
It's not the international time, space-time continuum border
yeah,
like Australia.
It's not in another universe like Australia, yeah. Pete's thinking, oh, maybe I should check with the American Embassy, see if they have any missing persons, And, oh, look, Paul almost trips over him because he's so drunk.
Racist.
What would your daughter say if she saw you like this? My daughter, Evelyn. When are you or your brother Malcolm going to marry the girl and take her off my hands?
Gross. What is this, Barry Allen from the TV show?
When are one of you brothers going to stick her in the kitchen and make some babies? Come on.
Gross.
After all, it's either you or your brother she loves, but don't ask me which. Any fool can see who has your daughter's heart, Edgar. It's in her eyes. In your...
Oh, this episode is an absolute mess. I hope you're enjoying it, Ray.
Oh, you know he is.
Tricky Dicky.
Speaking of which, we had business in London. Had to collect our fee for a job we did the other day, dear sister.
So of course she's not in love with the legitimate sea captain. She's in love with the gangster, of course. The bad boy.
Sexist.
Sexist. The bad boy.
Sexist.
You see, Edgar, it's Malcolm she wants, not me, my dear honorable brother. And of course,
somebody's got a migraine. Watch out.
Oh yeah, that spider sense is really going off.
What's happening to me?
And Fogg's like, whoa, who's that? Don't know. Heard on the docks he can't remember himself. How'd Leo find him? Leo's, the boy who works on Leo's boat said Leo hauled him out of the Mersey this morning, just before dawn.
Uh-oh.
The river? Before dawn, you say?
Your spider sense should be tingling.
Hey, well.
And he's American, I'm just saying.
Exactly. So yeah, Fogg runs outside, switches to Fogg. I should have made sure the web spinner was dead. Never leave a job half done or witness breathing.
Well, to be fair, that's good advice. If you're in that line of business.
Yeah, totally unrelated note. Do not look in Lil Hellfire's backyard.
It's all mulch. It's fine.
Oh.
What do you think I am, Carol Baskin? And already that
you would be
is old.
You would be if you had a tiger.
Kind of, sort of, probably.
Oh,
a wolf, actually. To be more accurate, a wolf.
If only armadillos could eat more.
You don't know what armadillos eat. Nobody does.
Oh. So we see Knight and Evelyn. She plans to kiss on him.
That's a juicy one for sure. She's into it.
You don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. I heard you have a big, long sword.
Ladies love swords.
Ew. Lilith loves the weaponry. You've always loved me since the day you and your brother came to live with us. What if I did? What if I do? What does love matter? What's love got to do with it?
Oh! All the old references that the kids don't get.
We can't go on, Evelyn. It's honorable. I only break your heart. Oh, fool.
Oh, I found the new profile picture.
Okay. You can't break my heart. It broke long ago. The captain's telling Pete the whole thing. He shows him his costume, says, you were wearing that when I pulled you out of the water. Do you recognize it? It's a costume. I know this costume.
And just like that, wait. I'm saying he loves his identity of Spider-Man more than he loves Mary Jane in some continuities. Well, that's why she's cheating on him, you know?
Well, he puts the suit on. He's looking at himself in the mirror, yes.
He's checking it out!
Look at my butt.
Turns around and looks at his butt. Look at my butt.
Seriously. What kind of fancy man is he?
The fanciest.
Where? It's been so
Well, no, that's Otto Octavius, actually, so.
Well, again, same thing.
Look at my butt.
He's superior.
Look at my butt.
I was waiting for it.
Because it was, bitches.
Mess.
40 by the goodie. So Fog comes crashing in, again grabs Spider-Man by the throat and whips him out the window. Then he starts choking Leo. And Spider-Man's out in the street. Fog, I remember. His name's Fog. He killed the Arranger back in New York. I came to England looking for him. Fog and his partner, contract hitman, Knight and Fog. That's when Knight shows up.
That was the shortest bout of amnesia in a comic book freaking story.
He's not a drama queen like those Osborns. Come on.
Apparently, I was like, why'd they even put this in here at that point?
Slow it down.
It was like two pages. Oh, never mind. I know who I am. I'm kicking butt, taking names.
We had one more issue. We had to slow it down a little bit. This is my brother's house. Where is he? How did you survive the river? What have you done with Leo? So yeah, Pete leaps at Night and just gets smacked away. It's all coming back. I'm still groggy.
Aren't we all?
So he tries to tackle Knight through a wall. Well, ow. Well, that's one way to cure amnesia. Butt heads with the guy.
You know, you just hit yourself again in that same spot. I think that's the rules of cartoons.
Mm-hmm. That's one way to cure amnesia. Butt heads with a guy who can turn his skin into adamantium armor.
Somebody get Logan on the phone.
It's the 90s. Everyone had adamantium. And that's when Paul and Evelyn show up, and Fog comes. Yeah, Fog comes.
Why?
Fog comes back, tries to attack Spider-Man, so Spidey takes off.
Ooh, a fight in the rain. How original.
And the rest of them go and see.
On the docks, no less.
Yeah. But then Paul, Evelyn, and Malcolm go look and see Leo is dead. Malcolm, I told Spider-Man what I would do if he harmed my brother. And they see him transform into Night. They see Night transform into Night. You know me now. I am Death. Man,
I am vengeance. I'm sorry, wrong franchise.
No, this is you on a date. Now you know me. I am Death. That does.
Thomas? Why'd you say that name?
So, yeah, again, Fog's choking Spider-Man. It's my sister Evelyn's fault, of course. She's always been a bad influence on the lad. You might say she's the white sheep of the family. Spidey finally uses his head, pulls down a power line, and shocks Fog into human form. And that's when Night shows up. Oh, Lord, Spider-Sense warning me it's nighttime.
Get out. Get the F out.
Suck it, Conway.
Show yourself out, sir.
Yeah, so Knight's all mad. He's swinging at Spider-Man. Why did you kill him? Leo's dead? Knight, listen to me. Your brother was alive the last I saw him, right after your friend Fog came smashing through the window. Fog? You didn't. And Fog, of course, could just deny it, but he's like, he betrayed us. He hated you because of Evelyn. You've been a fool with your talk of honor. Time you face the world as it is. So those two are getting in each other's faces, and while they do that, Spider-Man grabs the electrical cable and hits them both with it. And shocks them both back to human. Malcolm, Thomas, Paul was wrong. Leo isn't. Oh. They'll be glad to hear that. But you'll probably have to visit them in prison. So all's well that ends well, but then in New York, Mary Jane's sitting there doing something with a pillow. I don't know what, but she's saying, Peter, please hurry home. I'm so confused.
I bet.
Not because Jerome not because he kissed me, but because I liked it. Sitting there in our nighty. Nighty night.
Like, why would you do this to our favorite couple? Why? What's the point?
Drama.
It's a Spidey book. We have enough drama with the villains. We didn't need that interpersonal drama to go with it as well.
I'll deal with this drama all day over Mephisto drama.
They just can't let Pete be happy, and it annoys me.
Because Parker Luck, get it?
Well, Ben didn't marry May, so.
Oh.
Which turns out she was a Black Widow low-key, so. Maybe she hired that guy to kill him. Maybe that's the secret. I don't know.
Oh, my.
I just don't think Peter's family's, I think they're very unsavory people.
Oh, my.
Secretly, yeah.
They're all trash. All right, so you ready to hear what Ray had to say?
What did our triplet have to say?
Oh, this should be good. All right, everyone. This is Ray from Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, the Spider-Woman podcast. Episode 2 just dropped with a big interview. And remember, of course, Ray, always from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. All right, here we go. What did you think, Ray?
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is Ray. Excited to drop in some thoughts on your next show involving Spectacular Spider-Man 164 to 167. So I pulled out my singles for this to give it a read. It's nice to actually flick through the old ads as well, which I'm sure you guys always do when you go through yours. But yeah, there's plenty to cover here, so I'll try to run through it. 164, Jerry Conway's writing, I really do enjoy it. It's very classic. And maybe there's a whole heap of nostalgia here. I do love this era, Sal Buscema as well. But Jerry Conway, very, very cool in writing. And he opens it up with like a focus on Beetle. And I like it. I like how it's kind of from the perspective of Beetle. And so we get that from that side of things. Like, you know, he's constantly harassed by Spider-Man. And
he's a menace.
How he kind of, I guess, gets framed into by the Arranger because he refuses to kind of take down Spider-Man, so the Arranger arranges for him to kind of fight him in the end. A really fun romp there, and just showing a really confident Spider-Man, I guess, taking him on. Quite ruthless as well. You know, he really does beat the Beetle into submission. But this was kind of leading into, I guess, the Arranger being set up to be assassinated or killed, and an introduction to Knight and Fog. Now, these guys are really cool. I don't know, as corny as you may think they are, I think they're pretty cool. Generally over 165 to 167, I thought I would have been annoyed or at least a little put off by the, I guess, the perception, the way that Conway had written English people, especially from Liverpool up north.
Hey, governor!
In Liverpool, very kind of Cockney, hello, governor, that sort of thing. It's very, very stereotypical.
We're busted.
And I don't know, just really over the top. It's kind of like them going, hey, g'day, mate, you know, I'm an Aussie, blah, 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 all the stereotypes. But it wasn't that bad.
A couple of balls down the gob.
So anyway, introduction to them. Arranger really desperate to not die. Unfortunately, he does, and quite gruesome on the front cover, as well as in the book. It's quite a graphic representation of the Arranger finally dying. I like the drama in between as well. I'm just flicking through here. Robbie Robertson there with Peter Parker. Really nice confrontation. Just about, I guess, a conflict of principles. It was kind of like a Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. That kind of is that the one? The one where they the dinner party where things kind of go off the rails. It seemed like that was going to be it, but no, really great drama in between, and also kind of the introduction. I'm not sure if it's within 165 or 166 of Jerome. What a sleaze bag, hey? Cracking onto MJ, and even in 167, taking her out for dinner, but then getting into a horse and carriage. I mean, if that doesn't drip with "I'm trying to crack onto you, I don't know what does," and yeah, he just lands a kiss on her. Unfortunately, Mary Jane is a little conflicted. She kind of likes it, as mentioned in the end. But the big kind of thing for me, I really love seeing these two over-the-top characters, Knight and Fog, Malcolm Knight, and it's not Leo, that's his brother. It's the Fog, the crazy dude, a bit of a psychopath. Like their powers. So it wasn't actually specified that it's adamantium armor, but I guess it is some sort of strong metal synthetic kind of skin that he converts himself to. I'd love to see these guys back, actually. So I'm glad that they weren't killed at the end. They were just incapacitated with a rather violent high voltage that Spider-Man uses. I mean, that was pretty risky not to actually kill them with that electricity, but it was a fun kind of romp. Spider-Man could not be matched against. He could probably take on Knight, but he was having a lot of trouble with Fog. Fog seems quite the difficult villain to counter. Then I guess a little bit of internal drama there with Malcolm or Knight's brother Leo being interested in Evelyn, but Evelyn's interested in Malcolm, and Evelyn happens to be the sister of Fog, so it's all kind of wound around. And then when Fog supposedly kills Leo, that causes the rift between the two. So it was a really cool tale. The pacing went along quite well. I really enjoyed rereading these things, and I was even more grateful to pick them out of my short box and reread them again, albeit they're a little dusty, a little musty, but a whole lot of fun. Anyway, I'm hoping you enjoyed it as well. Interested to hear your thoughts on the Beetle. Did you think he was represented well? What did you guys think of Knight and Fog? Would you want to see them back, reintroduced somehow? And what were your thoughts on sleazy Jerome? The thoughts that he had. He is such a douchebag, like consciously trying to disrupt a marriage and not phase, and actually finding that more of a challenge. Like what a douche. Anyway, this was a lot of fun to read, and I'll be listening for sure. Throop throop.
I'm glad douchebag is international.
Yes.
Oh,
it's mostly because people say that about Americans, though.
Yeah. But yes, thank you, Ray, and everyone, stay tuned. I'm going to be appearing once again on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Say, get out of town! I would have never guessed it.
Covering some Mark Spector Moon Knight issues from the 90s, of course.
Of course.
Saying it's gonna be a fun time over there. So yes, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. And hey, Lilith Hellfire is gonna be on there sometime. The next time the moon's in the right alignment. Because, Khonshu dictates everything over there.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Ray, I think we enjoyed these issues more than Lilith.
No, I liked it. It was funny, like, to me.
Oh, yeah?
It was cute. I liked it. It was very fast paced. That's what I enjoyed the most about it. The fights were good. But yeah, and then the English stuff was a little over the top. Like I said, you could tell I don't think they'd ever been to England ever.
Well,
everything they know came from TV shows.
And like Ray pointed out, I think the only time they mentioned adamantium was when Spider-Man headbutted the guy and said, "Oh, adamantium," unless he was just exaggerating. But it's like, I mean, if that thing did, if their minds did like shape their forms after that accident, if you're going to be made of metal, why wouldn't you be made out of adamantium?
Exactly.
Seriously.
I wouldn't mind seeing them back.
Marvel, give me Ray and Lilith a book. We'll write that up. 3-issue miniseries. Come on.
I mean, with all the Disney Plus content that you want to make, I mean, miniseries and things like that, sure.
Seriously. Watch they'll show up in like Miles' book. I was going to say, does Miles still have a book? Because everyone else seems like they're getting canceled. Does Miles still have a book?
I literally don't think they could cancel it even if he only sold one book at this point. I don't think that they can do it.
Yeah, but that's weird. But they'll cancel like every female's book though.
You don't want to upset. Like, I guess it's okay to upset women. It's not okay to upset certain people right now. I guess, and I'm black, so I can say that. That's what it feels like. I'm just saying.
Lilith is both, so she can say that.
Yes. It feels like they're like. And like I said, the crazy thing is, I was pretty sure that Black Cat and Mary Jane were doing really good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too.
I mean, they had just announced that she was getting her ongoing, and then, the pandemic happened. So maybe that's what it has to do with, and they'll bring it back eventually when things are more stable.
Maybe after that stupid crossover.
Speaking of which, weren't we supposed to talk Spider Books today?
Yeah, I mean, we can just mention them real quick if you want, because I know we are going long.
Yeah, okay.
The new part of Sins Past, or Sins Rising came out.
This storyline has really kind of slowed the whole book down, and
I know. I mean, it's interesting, but I'm like, get to it already. I know they're spinning their wheels.
Writing for the trains, but no, we're writing for the omnibus apparently with this one.
Well, I wonder if we're gonna get 2 oversized issues because issue 49 is supposed to be legacy numbering 850.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do an 850.
I do not approve of legacy.
I know.
So
they're gonna do 2 in a row, 850, and then issue 50. Oh.
God, just
double milking that cow.
Just Just buy a Dark Horse or IDW or Boom Book, guys, at this point.
But yeah, speaking of canceling women, yeah, Ghost Spider number 10 was the last issue.
10! She got to 10!
Well,
That is embarrassing, dude.
Well, this series, because she's had other series, because legacy numbering was number 60.
Yeah. That's still not a lot in compared to some other people.
Legacy numbering 60. Hey, she made it to a Quasar. She made it the Quasar number.
They couldn't give me 9 more. They couldn't give me 9 more.
Seriously.
Rude.
Maybe she'll be back. Oh, we'll definitely have to cover that if
Also, like I said, they're doing that whole Into the Spider-Verse female version. I just really feel like Marvel is being salty with Sony right now.
unless they are waiting till they do that all female version of the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. What if they? This would make no sense. But what if they did a book with like a team up book with Spider-Gwen, Mary Jane, and Black Cat?
And I think they throw Mayday in and things like that.
Yeah. Oh my lord. But that whole big thing last week where Olivia Wilde's directing a Sony movie and everyone's like, oh, it's Spider-Woman. Charlie Esser, he's still holding out hope. He's like, bring back Toby and slap a mustache on him. We can have Mayday.
Well, there's been talks, but I don't actually believe that because Toby has kind of, I don't know how like open a secret this is, but he really actually has a lot of bad blood with Sony. So I don't know.
Are you revealing stuff here, Lil?
I don't think that I'm talking out of school. I think a lot of people know that. I just think it's not like brought up a lot when everybody's like, oh, just bring Toby back in the Spider-Verse for Sony. And I'm like, he don't want to, y'all. Maybe he'll do it for Disney. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, but we also got Spider-Man Noir number 3.
I still continue to think that it's a pretty good book. I really love the noir vibe of it. It's like, I don't know, alternate universe Batman for me at this point.
Oh, you might have sold somebody on
like
that.
How pulpy and like noir, like old timey Batman.
Yeah. Make with the chin.
And I think that's why I'm really digging it, to be honest.
Make with the chin music, see? Huh.
Yeah.
Lilith? Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. If you're there, I can't hear you. What the heck? Lilith? Yeah, you cut out for some reason. I can land this plane solo if you want. All right, I'm going to end it. If you can pop back in, yeah, just fiddle with your... that sounds bad. Fiddle with your mic. All right, everyone. Yes, send us your thoughts like Ray does. Next time, we're going to be covering Amazing Spider-Man 340 through 343. That is the... what is that? Oh, the Powerless arc. What is that, you ask? Well, you're going to find out. So, yes, send in your thoughts for Amazing 340 through 343, followed the week after by Amazing Spider-Man 349 through 350, which is Spider-Man vs. Doctor Doom. That's right. That's going to be fun. And let me pull up my schedule, because I don't remember past that. There might be one in between. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, because I think there is an extra Tuesday in September. Open. There we go. So, yes, Amazing 340 through 343, followed by Amazing Spider-Man 349, 350, followed by, and then, hello?
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, I was just telling everyone what's coming. Like, next week is Amazing 340 through 343.
Okay.
Powerless, followed the week after by Amazing Spider-Man 349 and 350, Doctor Doom. So,
nobody tell Charlie.
or Rob. And then the week after that, Amazing Spider-Man 353 through 358. You know what that is, right?
Of course.
Round Robin, the Sidekick's Revenge.
Get hyped!
Punisher, Nova, Night Thrasher, some guy who looks like Batman.
Get hyped!
Good night. And then, of course, the last Tuesday of the month, you're going to get Web of Spider-Man 122, Amazing Spider-Man 399, and Spider-Man 56, Smoke and Mirrors, Peter Parker, Ben Reilly, 90s Jackal.
90s Jackal!
All green.
Watch out!
All green and fuzzy. Thinking he's the Joker. Anyway. So
everybody does apparently now.
Hey-oh. Well, yeah, that's what sells. Anyway, yes, so send your thoughts on all that. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And follow us all over social media, Facebook, Twitter. You can see this video on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Links to merch, links to our Patreon, everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors. Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Michelle Gray needs your help. Pod Life, go get Pod Life the book, now digital and paperback, Volume 1, Volume 2 is in the works. And when you go and buy all of the things on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants.
Lilith.
On that note, if you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, or on the gram with the cool kids and the hip grandparents at Lilith Hellfire 86 or at Lilith Hellfire 69. I swear I'm going to post on it one of these days. I swear.
Oh, I get it.
Out of the gooch. Classic.
What, yours or Ray's?
Out of the gooch.
Boing.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Now that's a stereotype.
Listen to the reverb on him. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us again next week. Amazing 340 through 343. Spider-Man, Power League, Black Cat. You have to be a newbie to comics to figure out to not figure out who the mastermind is. But until then, swing on that.
Flip.